Hi beans, welcome to today's video. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be putting together my bookshelf that I got, which is sitting right there. It's made by FASSounds. I have used their products before. I actually have a desk that's by them upstairs. I really like the way they look. They're like an industrial style, brown and black. You can get them in other colors, but that's what I went for. I'm not really a fan of the white IKEA ones that I've mentioned before. It's gonna go in that corner right over there. It is a corner bookshelf to be able to utilize all the space that is there. Of course, that means that little corner shelf that is currently there will have to come down. But I only have about an hour to speed run basically putting together this massive bookshelf. Hopefully I can do it. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in that spot in time, but I hope I can at least get it built, and maybe later tonight I can put it in the spot it needs to be and start putting my books where I want them, because I have books on our entertainment center, I have books on my desk upstairs. I have two different totes that are down here that have books in them that need a home. Oh, you gonna leave me? You gonna leave me? Sorry. But, oh, now you gonna whine at me? Just gonna speed run, putting together the bookshelf. Hopefully I can get it together. And you guys will see it all in one video of me putting it together and putting the books in the shelves, because I'm not gonna leave you on a part 1, part 2 type deal. So, let's get started. Definitely gonna have to vacuum, because styrofoam. Great. Don't get taken off when you do furniture building. Sorry about the noise. It's Jacksepticeye playing Dark Souls 3. We literally just released it all in one videos. You have been watching that. I mean, sort of. My back is to it, but you know. One down, 2 to go. So sue me. hopefully I can hide this when I build the bookshelf, or maybe I could like put it on the back side because it's gonna lead up. And that's 3. So I noticed that I was putting them on the wrong side apparently. Now I have to switch them all over to the other side.
Oh, be careful, don't you worry.
This is what happens when you don't have clear instructions. And it's literally just a tiny ass picture that you can barely differentiate what you're looking at. should have enough time to clean up and go get my son, but I don't have enough time to finish this before he gets out, so. Alright, so back from cleaning up and from grabbing my son from school, so starting on this again. I tried to make sure that it's in the right orientation before I started doing stuff so I didn't have to completely deconstruct it. The directions are very poor, let's just say that. But here we are. Let's begin.
20 minutes later.
The last dark night left. Is that Wimbledon? Okay, let's go down here.
I have to now disassemble.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to disassemble and reassemble pretty much everything. It's gonna be great. I'm not gonna film it.
That's so sad.
Alright, I have corrected it. So hopefully I won't run into any more issues. This should not have taken me like 3 hours. But it's fine. It'll be nice. Just ready to set it up. Here we go. So now that I'm done building this thing, I have to empty out this corner and take that other shelf thing off the wall so I can put that over there. I'm not going to do that on camera because that's going to take me a while. Hopefully I can do it tonight and be able to film putting my books up there, but it is getting pretty close to the time my boyfriend gets off, and I want to be able to obviously spend time with him, but I really want to do this instead. I know it's the same video, but welcome to my bookshelf. I did not have the energy to do it after the frustration of building this, so I know. Sorry, I'm the only one home and she's wanting some attention right now. I don't know if you can fully see her, but this is Ellie. Alright, off. Off. Good girl. Go lay down. Like I was saying, I did not have the energy after the frustration of putting this bookshelf together to film me putting my books up. Also, it was my first bookshelf that I gotten for myself with a lot of the books that I bought myself, and I just kind of wanted it to be a me moment and not film it. So I did that last night, trying to get my mind off everything, just kind of soothe me by putting my books up and organizing them how I wanted, at least for the time being, until obviously I get more. But let me give you guys a little bit of a tour. We'll just swap angles here. So at the very tippy top here, we have my 5 Funkos. Those are probably the only Funkos I will ever own, and 2 out of the 5 were gifts from my brother. The light is temporary. I'll turn it on in a minute and show you guys what it looks like. Back over here in the corner on the right, that's just stuff from my father that passed away. Then we have my first bookshelf here. So we have the Grisha trilogy, which is now called the Shadow and Bone trilogy, but those are the 3 original covers. I plan to eventually get the new covers, or at least just a collector's edition of Shadow and Bone. Then we have the duology of the King of Scars and 6 of Crows. Both of those tie into the Grisha trilogy. Next we have the Zodiac Quartet. God, couldn't think of the word. Zodiac Quartet by Romina Russell. This is the series that I have 2 hardbacks and 2 paperbacks that I eventually want to replace. Then moving on to this side, we have the Chronicles of Vladimir Todd right here, which I am missing the 5th book. I honestly think that I borrowed the 5th one in high school to finish reading it. I just need to get it myself. Then we have the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver. That one I picked up at the end of last year and read all of that one. Then we have the Grey Griffin's trilogy. This one is definitely a young adult, like tween adult. I'm missing the third book, which I plan to get eventually as well. Both this 5th book for Vladimir Todd and the 3rd book for this one are like $4 on Thrift Books, so I'm gonna end up eventually getting those. It just, you know, one of those things I gotta order. Then we'll move down to the second shelf. So this is the series that I'm currently reading that I've been having trouble like getting into and wanting to finish. I finally finished the first book. I'm on the second book. This is literally just the dust jacket. I do not like reading books with the dust jacket on them, so I take them off and leave them on my shelf. This is the 3rd book, obviously. Kingdom of the Curse trilogy. I finished reading that one at the beginning of this year. Only a Monster, Never a Hero. I thought this was a duology, which it is not. It is a trilogy, and the 3rd book obviously still has its place, but it does not have a release date yet, which is very upsetting, so I look forward to whenever that comes out. Then I have my few little manga here. I have my Chobits 1 through 4, I have Inuyasha 1 through 4, and then this one was an anniversary gift from my boyfriend. It is 3 in 1, so it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, obviously. I plan to get more later, and then we'll add as time goes on, and I'll probably add some of his manga on here too, because he plans to get more manga as well. On to the 3rd shelf. The 3rd shelf, I have my 100 Envelope Challenge book here, which I got that when I got my bookshelf, so I have not started it just yet. This whole shelf is TBR. These 3 books that I have here are ones that my boyfriend got me. He knows nothing about them. He literally just picked them up because he thought I would like them. I know nothing about them as well. I have not read anything on them. This one is written by the same one as the Magnus Chase series, which is the one that I'm currently reading, so that'll be interesting to see. These 4 you guys have already seen because those are the ones that I got in my book haul video. I have not finished any of these. I wanted to try and do the Magnus Chase one while I had the ability, the drive to finish books, and that one just kind of seemed like one that it's at the end of my slump of reading, and these are more interesting to me to read, so I have a goal to look forward to. If I finish those, then I can read these. This is just a random hodgepodge of stuff, so these are my books, well, my notebooks. These will be like my book reviews or anything that I feel like I want to write book related. I have some stickers here, and then my loop earplugs that I have. I use those every now and then. Index cards, and then this is the case to the phone that is currently being recorded on. And along with the 3rd shelf, I have my book sleeves here that I have gotten. This one is just holding a bunch of stuff because I don't really plan to use this one. I'm not really fond of the white, but I like the foliage and stuff on everything. This is the one I mainly use, but currently I'm not taking my book anywhere. I've just been reading it, and since I switched over to the 2nd book, I haven't had an opportunity to take it anywhere. So I figured I would just put it up here for the time being so I don't lose it. On to the 4th shelf. Ignore that. That's temporary. That's so I can have the light up top. But onto the 4th shelf. So these are going to be like childhood books that I've had, except for these 4 here. These are also 4 that my boyfriend got along with the other 3 up there. And then we have a original cover of Harry Potter, which I don't have the original cover because ironically this one was used for a project in like 3rd or 4th grade for a poster. So yeah, that one is actually my uncle's copy that he ended up just giving to me since I took the cover off. I have Cut, Uncles of Narnia box set. Then I have 4 of the Series of Unfortunate Events. And then I just have a random Capricorn candle here. I also have a random candle here that won't fit on our entertainment center where we put all of our other candles. It won't fit in the little slot, so I figured I'd go ahead and put it there since I don't have any other books that I want to put there at the time being. But back down here, yeah, I have this Capricorn candle, which that is my boyfriend's sign. And then next shelf, I have my iPad. That's part of the reason why this strip is there, is so I can have my iPad have a permanent home instead of it being randomly strewn about the house. These books here are ones that we got in Mount Rushmore, except for the one on the very top about the crystals. That one we got at a local crystal shop. So this is just a hodgepodge of stuff down on this bottom shelf. So these are all my Game Informers for years of working at GameStop, a random dictionary that my son will probably use at some point, and then we have a cheat codes book that I've kept over the years for whatever reason. I don't even think I own one of those systems, just one, and it's the GameCube. And then we have my autographs book from Disney World. Underneath that is a personalized book that I got years and years and years ago from family friends. Then a Pokemon sticker book that actually doesn't have any Pokemon stickers. It's literally just the facts about Pokemons. Under that is a comic book how-to guide, like how to draw comic book characters and stuff like that. And then we have the art of Walt Disney. And then on the shelf as well, I have my dog's treats, but that's just temporary. She's actually a really good girl and does not bother stuff on these shelves so far, so that is a plus. Alright, so that is my current bookshelf tour. It's not much, it's definitely beginning stages of everything, and like I said in my other video, I have a list of over 100 books that I want to read on my Barnes & Noble wish list as well as my Amazon wish list. So I have a long way to go, and this will definitely not hold all of those books, but it's a start. I can always add on later or put something in our room, but for the time being, I'm really happy with how it sits. I really love being able to organize my stuff. That honestly is like one of my easiest ways of putting my mind at ease. But yeah, looking at this bookshelf just makes me so happy. I plan to finish the Magnus Chase series and then go on to the ones down on my TBR bookshelf. I don't know if I'll get to the 3 that my boyfriend got me or not, just because I haven't read anything about those, so I don't know anything about those. Maybe that'll be a random weekend read or something. But outside of the ones that are on my shelf for TBR, I plan to reread the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I won't reread the duologies just yet because it hasn't been super long, but it's been since like, I don't know, 2017 since I've read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so that's 7 years. Gosh, I can't believe 2017 was 7 years ago. That seems like a lifetime ago, to be honest. My life has completely changed since then, honestly since 2020, but that's a story time for later, if you guys want it, of course. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you keep coming back to see my content, and I'll see you little beans later.